Hello, my name is Tom Wilkinson and welcome to the Thinking in English podcast, a podcast for intermediate to advanced level English learners. YouTube is now 20 years old. It was officially launched back in 2005, and over the past 2 decades, it has completely transformed the way we use the internet. Today, over 2.5 billion people use YouTube every single month. Every minute, over 500 hours of YouTube videos are uploaded. From funny cat videos to political debates, from educational content to viral dance trends, YouTube has become one of the most powerful platforms in the world. But what was the internet like before YouTube? How did it grow so fast? And what impact has it had on culture, education, and even the way we learn English? In today's episode of Thinking in English, we'll explore the history and influence of YouTube over the past 20 years. I'll talk about life before YouTube, the story behind its creation, how it's changed the world, and its potential future. And of course, I'll share some tips and advice for English learners, because YouTube can be one of the best tools to help you improve your language skills, if you know how to use it properly. You can find a full transcript for this episode on my website, or on Spotify or Apple, or on YouTube, where there are subtitles and full videos. Here is today's vocabulary list. Platform. Platform. A platform is a digital service or site that allows users to create and share content or interact. For example, YouTube is a popular platform for sharing videos. Stream. Stream. To play audio or video content directly from the internet without downloading it. For instance, I usually stream music while working. Host. Host. To store and provide content, such as videos or websites, for access online. As in, the company hosts thousands of podcasts on its servers. Creator. Creator. Someone who produces content or creates content, especially on social media platforms or platforms like YouTube. For example, she's a full-time content creator on TikTok. Make a living. Make a living. To earn enough money to support oneself financially. As in, he makes a living by designing websites. Content. Content. The information or experiences shared through media like text or video or audio. As in, her blog is full of useful content about travel. It's easy to take YouTube for granted today. If you want to watch a music video, learn how to cook a recipe, or find an English lesson, you can do it instantly on YouTube. But before YouTube, watching videos online was a very different experience. In the early 2000s, the internet was slower and much more limited. Most people used dial-up internet connections, which were not fast enough to stream high-quality videos. If you wanted to watch a video, you had to download it first, which could take hours. Once it was downloaded, you needed a special program like QuickTime or Windows Media Player to watch it. These programs didn't always work well, and the videos often had poor sound and terrible resolution. There were a few websites that hosted short animations or clips, but they were mostly focused on short cartoons or comedy skits. Sharing a video with your friends usually meant sending it as an email, which was difficult because email services had small file size limits. If you had your own website, you might upload a video there, but most people didn't have the skills or tools to do that. In other words, there was no central place to upload, watch and share videos online. The idea of going to one website to find everything didn't exist yet. Until YouTube came along, video was not accessible to most internet users. It was just too slow, too technical, or too frustrating. And that's what makes YouTube so revolutionary. YouTube made watching and making and sharing video easy, free, and accessible to everyone. YouTube was founded in February 2005 by 3 former employees of PayPal, Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Javed Karim. I'm actually doing a full other episode on the topic of former PayPal employees. They are known as the PayPal Mafia, a group of early PayPal employees who went on to found some of the biggest companies in the world. Elon Musk, who founded SpaceX and owns Tesla. Peter Thiel, who was the first investor in Facebook. Reid Hoffman, who founded LinkedIn. And Jeremy Stoppelman and Russell Simmons, who co-founded Yelp. That episode will be out on Friday, exclusively on my Patreon. So if you're interested in listening, go and subscribe to Patreon. There's a free trial, or it's just £5 a month to join the cheapest level. Anyway, YouTube was founded in February 2005 by 3 former employees of PayPal. Their names were Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Javed Karim. According to one story, the founders were frustrated after attending a party. People had taken videos of the party, but there was no easy way to upload and share them. Now, I don't know if this story is true, but they decided to build a platform where anyone could upload videos and everyone could watch them for free. And that idea became YouTube. The first video ever uploaded to YouTube is still available today. It's called Me at the Zoo, and it was uploaded by Javed Karim on April 23rd, 2005. It's only 18 seconds long and features him standing in front of elephants at a zoo in San Diego. The video isn't very exciting, but it was historic. YouTube quickly gained popularity in 2005 and early 2006. People loved it because it was simple and fast. You didn't need any special software. You didn't need to download anything. You could just click play and the video would start streaming directly in your browser. In November 2006, just over a year after the site launched, YouTube was bought by Google for $1.65 billion. After Google bought YouTube, the platform expanded quickly. In 2007, they launched the YouTuber Partner Program, which allowed creators to earn money through ads. For the first time, people could actually make a living by uploading videos online. This helped create the first generation of YouTubers, people who made videos as a job, not just a hobby. In the following years, YouTube continued to grow. Early viral videos like Charlie Bit My Finger or Keyboard Cat and the evolution of dance were watched by millions of people. There are now content creators with tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of fans and billions of views. YouTube also started to host professional content like TV shows and music videos and movies. It introduced live streaming, mobile apps and shorts to compete with TikTok. Today, there are videos in every language, from every country, on every topic imaginable. Over the past 20 years, YouTube has completely transformed entertainment. I think it's hard to imagine modern culture without YouTube. YouTube changed who gets to be famous. Before, celebrities were actors, musicians, or TV presenters. You needed to be chosen by a big company, like a record label, or a film studio, or a TV network. But YouTube allowed ordinary people to become stars. Some of the biggest names in the world today, like Justin Bieber or Mr. Beast, started by uploading videos from their bedrooms. YouTube disrupted entire industries. Traditional television has lost viewers as more people spend time online. TV shows start posting clips of their shows to YouTube to try and grow their audience. Music videos moved from MTV to YouTube. Celebrities started their own channels. And many younger people now prefer watching YouTube over Netflix or regular TV. It's become a new kind of entertainment that feels more personal and interactive. For example, I upload these episodes onto YouTube and podcasting platforms. 30 years ago, if you wanted to ask a question about an educational video, you would probably have to write a letter to a company and wait weeks for a response. You probably wouldn't even get a response. Now you can comment on this video on Spotify or on YouTube, and I'll likely respond myself within a day or so. Or another member of the audience will respond and help you answer your question. Or you could request a podcast topic and I'll try to make that episode. It's so much more personal and interactive. You have a direct impact, a direct effect on the videos you watch by leaving comments and interacting with the content creator, especially when they're still relatively small. I think one of the best things about YouTube is that it has made learning more accessible than ever before. You can watch videos about science, history, languages, mathematics, almost any topic you can imagine. You don't need to go to a university or pay for expensive classes. You can learn at your own pace for free from anywhere in the world. I love learning. Some of my favourite channels include Veritasium, which makes amazing science content, and Stand Up Maths, which makes great mathematics videos. Recently, I've also been spending every evening watching Japanese learning videos from channels like Nihongo no Mori in preparation for an upcoming exam. There are channels dedicated to learning almost anything. In fact, many English learners say they enjoy watching YouTube videos in English more than they enjoy traditional lessons. There are concerns about YouTube too. For example, some people say that YouTube allows the spread of misinformation. Because anyone can upload videos, it's possible to share fake news or dangerous advice. And YouTube's algorithms sometimes recommend extreme or misleading content, especially when people are searching for controversial topics. So, after 20 years of YouTube, what comes next? Well, one major trend is the rise of short-form video. Platforms like TikTok have changed the way we watch content. YouTube responded by launching YouTube Shorts, and this format has been growing rapidly. At the same time, long-form content isn't going away. Podcasts and in-depth documentaries are still very popular. In fact, YouTube has been making an effort, a big effort, to move into the podcasting space. About 2 years ago, I think, Google shut down Google Podcasts, which was an old podcasting platform that I used to use actually. So they shut down Google Podcasts and they merged the old Google Podcasts with YouTube and YouTube Music. This is why you can now listen to podcasts on YouTube and YouTube Music. It's why all of my old episodes are on YouTube just as audio, because they merged the two platforms. I think it's likely that YouTube will compete with Spotify for podcasting audiences in the future. YouTube have already been talking about making some big podcasting developments. Another big area is artificial intelligence. YouTube already uses AI to recommend videos, or remove harmful content, or to add captions. But in the future, AI might be used for other things. In fact, a few weeks ago, I got a notification that some of my YouTube videos are being automatically dubbed into other languages by YouTube's AI. But There are also challenges. More and more people are concerned about privacy, data collections, and the power of tech companies. And there's the issue of sustainability. Can YouTube support millions of creators fairly, especially the smaller creators with small but dedicated audiences? As this is Thinking in English, I think we should finish this episode by talking a little bit about English learning and YouTube. For many people around the world, and probably many of you, YouTube is a classroom and an English tutor. I'd argue that YouTube might be one of the most powerful tools English learners have ever had access to. YouTube gives you unlimited access to real, natural English. You can hear how native speakers talk in daily life, how they use slang, how they pause, connect words, express emotions. You can watch interviews, vlogs, how-to videos, travel channels, and more. And because you can pause and rewind and slow down videos, it's much easier to understand live conversations. You can choose topics that interest you, like sport or fashion, politics, cooking, video games, and you can learn English through content you actually enjoy. This is one of the best ways to stay motivated. You're not just learning English, you're learning in English. You can also interact with content. Many creators have subtitles, transcripts, or visual aids. Some videos are made especially for learners, like my own Thinking in English content, while others are for native speakers, but can still be useful for advanced learners. There are even entire channels dedicated to pronunciation, grammar explanations, or vocabulary building. While YouTube is a great tool, it's important to use it smartly. So here are a few tips. Tip 1. Use subtitles, but don't rely on them forever. And this applies to my podcast as well on Spotify. Start with subtitles, if possible in your native language, and they're available, usually by AI. Then move on to English subtitles, and eventually try watching or listening without any subtitles. Tip 2. Repeat and shadow. Watch short clips from videos multiple times and try to copy the speaker. This will help your pronunciation and your listening skills. Tip 3. Follow a mix of content. It's great to watch videos designed for learners, but don't be afraid to challenge yourself with native content. Tip 4. Be careful with language accuracy. Not every YouTuber is a language expert or speaks standard or correct English. If you're watching grammar lessons, make sure the creator you're watching is trustworthy. And if you're watching a YouTube video for native speakers, watch out for any slang or informal ways of speaking that maybe you don't want to use if you're a university student or you work in business. And tip 5, think about actively watching rather than just passive watching. Now, if you're watching YouTube for fun or to relax, passively watching is fine. Sit back and relax. But if you're watching for language learning purposes, try to take notes, repeat phrases, and focus on vocabulary. You can use it as an active study tool. And don't forget that YouTube can also be a place to practice English output, not just input. If you feel confident, why not start your own channel? Post videos in English or leave comments on videos. So here is today's final thought. Today's episode has been a quick look at the history, impact, and future of YouTube and how it can help you improve your English. From a new idea in 2005 to one of the most important platforms in the world, YouTube has transformed how we learn, entertain ourselves, and share information. If you're not already using YouTube as part of your English learning journey, now is the perfect time to start. Just make sure you're watching wisely, and don't forget to check out Thinking in English on YouTube too. The the podcasts are now fully in video with my face, if you want to see my face, on the screen speaking. But what do you think? What is your favourite YouTube channel? Do you watch any language learning channels? If you do, leave a comment, recommend some channels in the comments. Let's share what we watch, share what you guys benefit from, what you think is a good channel, and let other people know. You can comment on YouTube, comment on my blog, or of course you can leave a comment on Spotify. If you're not already, I'd recommend becoming a Patreon subscriber. We release bonus episodes every Friday. There's a film club every Wednesday. And of course, my conversation clubs take place 6 times a week, 3 times on Tuesdays, 3 times on Thursdays. And I just want to give a big shout out to one of my Patreon subscribers, Bianca. Bianca recently became an English master level subscriber, one of the top subscribers, and she requested a shout out. So Bianca, thank you for subscribing. And if anyone else wants to subscribe to Patreon, I'm sure you will enjoy the experience too. Thank you all so much for listening, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.